Now, let me just share with you something which you may have heard before, but it's a values framework based on this Filipino concept of mahalaga, no? A word which is indeed meaningful as we dissect it in a very brief way. What could be used as a framework when it comes to assessing values, no? Selecting appropriate values, no? Engaging in these selected values, which are important in character building and nation development, no? Nation building as well. So what is this values framework all about? No? Okay, so let me go to the PowerPoint. So from the word mahalaga, we can actually hew out three more words, no? Mahal, halaga, and alaga. Anumang mahal ay may natatanging halaga, kaya dapat alagaan. Okay, so when we look at, for instance, those things that we hold dear, those things that we consider value, we consider them as mahal, no? Well, they're valuable. And they're valuable because of what? They have innate value, may natatanging halaga. And since we consider these things as valuable, and sometimes it's not just considering them as, mahal, we also end up loving them. No? They become, endeared to us. No? They become well, something worth loving. No? Like, for instance, whether it's referring to persons or referring to certain behaviors that are genuinely valuable, we end up loving them. Like your work, for instance, yung commitment nyo sa inyong pagtuturo, when it becomes a passion, minamahal nyo, hindi ba? And it becomes also valuable. So anumang mahal, dahil mahal siya. And we realize it's valuable not just because we value them, dahil meron silang natatanging halaga. They have an innate value. So objectively, these things, these persons, these events have an innate value. And consequently, dahil mahal sila at may halaga, dapat alagaan. Like manner, we value our reputation, we value our good name, no? We value leaving a very good legacy, and therefore inaalagaan natin. We protect, no? We take care of, whatever we have begun to build, no? Especially when it comes to a reputation or experience, work experience, no? You may think of your promotion na talagang inalaga mo siya, and dahil nga may halaga at napamahal na sa iyo. So anumang bagay na mahal o minamahal ay may natatanging halaga. Kaya dapat alagaan. I'd like to invite some of you to share with us your reflections on this concept of the mahalaga, no? As a framework in values formation, as a framework in personal values development. Please feel free to use our platform right now. Unmute your microphone, unmute your videos, no? And share with us what you think about this values framework.
So once again, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Doc Zen. So the main goal of the values education program is to provide and promote values education in all levels. So in applying it sa classroom setting po or in teaching, so kailangan as a teacher, we have to let our students to feel na mahal natin sila. Kasi kapag na-feel ng mga estudyante natin na mahal natin sila, ibig sabihin may halaga sila sa atin. At para maipakita natin na mahal natin sila at may halaga sila sa atin, inaalagaan natin sila. So kapag na-feel ng bata yun, ng mga bata na yung mahal, yung pag-aalaga at yung halaga nila, the tendency is pwede nila or malaking chance or possibility na gawin nila or i-apply din nila yung natutunan nila sa atin sa ibang tao. So that would be a domino effect na kung saan nag-umpisa sa classroom or sa bahay, sa classroom, and then naramdaman, pwede nilang ipadama din yon sa taong malapit sa kanila. or kung hindi man nila nakita yun sa kanilang mga tahanan, maaaring tayo pa yung maging way para mapakita nila sa tahanan kung ano ba yung mahalaga, yung mahal, yung halaga at alagaan. Na kung saan kapag nakita yun sa kanila, ibig sabihin yung family nila mas magiging intact sila. Mas magiging intact yung family kasi nakita nila na meron natutunang magandang bagay yung anak nila sa school na kung saan in-apply sa bahay. Ayun po, Doc. Thank you.
Okay.
I have this experience when I was still teaching in a private school. Here yung estudyante ko po, private school siya, yet yung estudyante ko, hindi po ganun karangya yung buhay. So nalapit siya sa akin, sir, wala po akong baon, ganun. So ako po bilang advisor ng estudyanteng yon, nagpo-provide po ako hanggat kaya ko po. And then pinaparamdam ko po sa kanya yung halaga kasi po he came from a broken family na minsan hihiramin siya ng daddy niya, minsan hihiramin siya ng mami niya. So hindi niya alam kung paano po, kung ano mangyayari sa kanya sa ganung setup niya. So ang ginawa ko po, dahil alam ko pong nafe-feel ng bata na merong kulang sa kanya dahil hiwalay po yung family niya, nandun po ako. Ay yung role ko as a teacher to feel kung ano po ba yung gap, not to the point na manghihimasok na po ako sa buhay nila. But instead, gusto ko lang maramdaman nung batang yun na nandito akong teacher mo, makikinig ako sa iyo, hindi kita huhusgahan, pakikinggan kita, aalagaan kita, mamahalin kita na bilang kapatid ko, parang anak ko. Ganun po yung gusto kong i-feel sa kanya. Kaya nung na-feel po niya yun, alam niyang at ease na po siya sa akin. Nag-open na po siya ng mga problems nila, personal life. Nagbibigay po ako ng advice sa kanya in a way na hindi ko po hinahayaan na husgahan kung sino siya as a person, husgahan yung family niya, husgahan kung ano ba yung nangyayari sa buhay nila. Nandun po ako sumusuport, nagbibigay ng advice kung ano po yung pwede niyang gawin, na hindi ko po pinipilit na eto dapat gawin mo. Sinasuggest ko po na eto ang pwede mong gawin dito sa nangyayaring ganito. Ayun po, Doc. Thank you po.
And I find this framework very important and very practical kasi when you have something like this in mind, for instance, and you're there in the classroom or you're there online, you're trying to teach a value, sometimes, okay, it's not just, okay, experience counts. Obviously, the experience counts, but something which kids perhaps can understand, can resonate with, and this framework may be a possible option or alternative in explaining to young people and also to ourselves. No, how can we transmit something valuable to people? How can we make them realize what is truly valuable? Because sometimes the clear line between what is good and bad is already blurred because of the influence of media and some pressure from social media, which can confuse students,